Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another 4K action figure review on the Jazwares Epic Games FortNite video games Legendary Series Wave 3 Sentinel. If you're trying to get your FortNite figures, you can do so at Big Bad Toy Store, proud sponsor of the ShartimusPrime YouTube channel. If you're trying to get your FortNite figures, you can do so over there. Check them out, link in the description below. And I gotta give a big thanks to Jazwares for providing me with this review sample right over here from New York Toy Fair. I wasn't the only one that got one. Robo got one too. It was a pretty fun moment, but you can see Robo's pick right over here. We took pictures of him. He got Beef Boss right over there. We're like two little kids that just got hooked up with figures that we really wanted. They showed us all the Wave 3 figures, and the Sentinel and the Beef Boss were the only two that they had on display. I don't think either of us were expecting them to hand us either of them, but I was eyeing that Sentinel, and I was like, ooh, man, I'm definitely getting that. I am definitely getting that one. And then, yeah, later on, they asked us if, we would like this, and they like a sample, and just by coincidence, they handed us each the ones that we really wanted. So we were like a couple of giddy children, and then afterwards, they asked Robo if they could take theirs back because they had some suits that they needed to show it off to, and then they gave it back to him afterwards. But anyway, nice looking packaging right over here. I really like the design of this skin. On the side, you could see Sentinel right there, and then you could see him on the back, and you could see some of the other figures. The Galaxy figure looked amazing. The translucent plastic on that looks sick. I have to pick that one up. And then you can see Raven, Peely, and Ruin, and Beef Boss. And then it says FortNite right there, and then not much more at the top or not much more at the bottom. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. I also want to give a shout out to Toy News Eye. That was actually how I got into the Jazwares thing. So thanks to JC and Toy News Eye for making it possible for me to get in there. He actually set up the appointment for me because I didn't have a contact at the time and everything. And he was asking, hey, you want to get in there? I was like, yeah, I want to get in there. So that was very, very sweet. So big thanks to JC for actually really getting the connection going for me. I happened to run into Robo and Paul inside there just by coincidence. We happened to be part of like the same little tour that they're giving. But here's a quick look at Sentinel. And man, that looks really cool. I just love this whole, it kind of reminds me of a Gundam. So I'm just really stoked about that. I think that looks hella sick. Very pleased with that. Now, he does come with all these weapons and everything. He has his pickaxe right here that has this nice blue color. Really digging that right there at the end. That's pretty sweet. And then we also get a shotgun, which looks surprisingly very realistic for like a rooster-looking mech. I think that's kind of funny. But that looks pretty sweet. Love that silver paint. And then you get this other gun right over here. Pretty cool. Nice bright silver. It's got a gunmetal color to it. And then we get this little bomb right over here, and you get this, little vial right there, and then you get this little bottle of booze. I'm just gonna say it's a bottle of booze. Let's just call it that for right now, which is probably not what it is, but yeah, it doesn't have a peg necessarily in the hand, but you could put your thumb right through there, as always with these, and you could just have them hold it. And Jazwares did mention that they will be including interchangeable hands with their figures in the future, so you can see them holding it like that right there. But they will be keeping the articulated fingers, so there will be different hands. However, the articulated hand figures will still be included, and I think that's awesome. If you want to count the wings as an accessory, because you do have to plug that into the back of the figure, but nice clean yellow and red paint right there. I really dig that. They don't move outward or anything, but you can rotate them up and down some. So that's cool. And I guess you can turn this side to side if you want. And then I just want to get a close look at the head sculpt right here because I think it looks so sick. I just like this design. I really like this white plastic that they have here. It has a pearlescent sheen that just really shines. It looks really good. Nice metallic red right over there for the crest. Digging that. Pretty awesome. Really clean gold paint right there for his beak and everything. I don't know, man. I just think I'm a sucker for robots, man. So yeah, you're gonna make a cool looking robot. Yeah, I'm gonna get all stoked. That is really cool. So, man, I was going to pick this up one way or another. People will probably think, oh, he's just saying he likes it because he got a review sample. I'm telling you, before I knew I was going to have this handed to me, I was set on getting it. Same thing with Robo and the Beef Boss. He was set on getting that one, and just by coincidence, they happened to give him one. That is just super cool. Good times, man. I had a really fun time at New York Toy Fair, man. It was great. But, yeah, that looks really cool. I like how the fingers came out with a little touch of gold right there at the end. That's pretty sweet. Nice silver paint right there on the back of the hand. That pearlescent plastic just looks really dope, man. really liking that. Little touches of gold right over here. And then he has his rooster toes sticking down right there. Nice gold paint. Digging it, man. And then you get pecos at the bottom of the feet. Another thing, I always mention this because it just, I don't know, I'm just enamored with these figures also because they're sculpted by Dave Cortez, who worked on Toy Biz Marvel Legends. And it's just really cool to see him doing 6-inch fully articulated figures like this again. And it's just, man, it's just super cool. Oh, you can actually, I want to show this off because you get some nice gold paint right there on the back before you poured it in there. So yeah, nice details. Now, as far as articulation goes, I did run into a couple of gripes. There are some limitations over here because it's kind of a bulky figure as far as like where all the joints are, right? So let's get this back into focus, and there we go. So yeah, for articulation, you can't really move the head up much. It will move down though. You get side to side motion and no head pivoting. Shoulders can only move outward that far. They move in that much. You could rotate a full 360. You do get a bicep swivel. And it's a little, I don't know, it's kind of tricky to move it because of this left shoulder piece that we get right here. We don't have that on this side, so more motion going on right there. You do get double jointed elbows, and then the wrist turns side to side. They hinge up and down, and you do get the finger clamping action, which I'm glad they're not doing away with. I think that's great. You get waist that turns side to side, and he will only crunch forward that much and back a little bit more so. And not much pivoting right over there at the waist. Hips move outward just that far, and he can only kick forward that much. That's very frustrating. I wish he could kick up more than that. If I can get like the leg to twist around, I can get him to kick up a little bit more, but yeah, I'm scared I'm going to really try to push it, and I don't want to break the figure at all. So his legs will move back just a tiny bit. You get an upper thigh cut right there, double jointed knees. Then the ankles move down, and then they do move up. Unfortunately, no ankle pivot. Like the ankle pivot is just getting, disrupted right over here by all this plastic. It's just not really, I mean, you can see it's built into the technology to do it, but there's plastic kind of running into it and it's just not happening. However, you can turn the ankle side to side and you do get toe articulation. So bend that toe articulation up. So that's cool. So I like that. All right, let's get some size comparisons going. I only have a couple of other FortNite figures over here that I wanted to show off out of the collection. So I'm going to put them right there. And then, yeah. Sweet. So let's go ahead and measure this figure out. I have the tape measure all ready to go and everything, you guys. All right. And boom. All right, cool. So measuring out this Sentinel figure, you can see that it is standing about 6.5 inches tall, right? Man, I think it looks so sick. I just like looking at it. That's pretty dope. All right, and then I just want to bust out some of the other FortNite figures that I have here that I think just look really badass. I don't know, I just want to put on like really cool looking ones right here, so you can get like a size comparison, or just look at these different skins right here. Just look really cool. So yeah, there's some really cool new stuff coming from them, man. I can't wait to see it, especially that Galaxy figure. That's gonna look really cool. So review sample or not, I'm picking that one up. And then lastly, we have the Marvel Legends Big Time Badass Spider-Man. Here we go. Yeah. So, yeah, you can see, it's just a little bit shorter. These FortNite figures scaled to be just a little bit shorter than Marvel Legends. So, not too bad, man. Wow. Really dope looking figure. Highly recommended if you're into the FortNite skins, if you're into these FortNite figures. My biggest gripe really is there are hindrances with the articulation, and it kind of goes with the design of the figures. So, it's kind of like, I think I haven't seen a robot like this from FortNite skin yet. You know what I mean? I haven't seen them do this kind of style before, or this kind of way yet. So, oh man, that's I think that's so badass. He has these big old guns and stuff like that. That's pretty sweet. Getting him to hold them can be a little bit tricky. So I am glad that they are doing the thing with the interchangeable hands. So you can see. It's a little tricky getting them all posed and stuff, but man, I really dig it. I'll give him his Ash Williams shotgun right over there too. And that's a little. Oh, I'm having him do it all wrong. There you go. So you can have him hold. because pew pew bang bangs just like that. So, man, thanks again, Jazwares, for making this review possible. Thank you, Toy News Eye, JC, for making this review possible. Thanks to Robo and Paul for having a great time with me over at Jazwares. Thanks to Jazwares for all the good times and everything. They provided me with nice coffee and kept me awake and everything. So really appreciate it, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you want to hit that like button, please do so. Hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell if you have not already. If you feel inclined to do so and you want to support this channel and help bring content on a daily basis over here to your face, you can check out the Patreon. I also have perks over there. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later with more coverage from New York Toy Fair later today. Peace.